Okay, very long rant yesterday. I'm considering, I need to like review it to make sure I don't include everything in it, because if I did, that would not be good. But it's 3 p.m. right now. Honestly, I took the afternoon pretty chill. Just catching up with friends, family, whatnot. And now I'm going to be sitting down to finish up the script. I'm going to do like 2-3 hours of that. Hopefully by 6 p.m. I'm good to go. And then I'm going to get into recording both videos. So it's probably going to be a late night, but that's how I like my Sundays, and getting the recordings done is going to be so big. So yeah, that's the plan. All right, so it is 10:30 and I've not recorded my video. Not because I have not been working. The script took longer than I would have thought. Who would have guessed that something regarding my main channel videos take longer than I would have imagined? It's never happened before. But you can see here, whole thing is B-rolled out. I just put together the vlog, which is like 40 minutes long because I did a massive rant. The video is going to be called Hate Watching. I know it's super late, but I was just procrastinating doing it because I knew it would take forever to export. And I have to like transfer the files from my phone, which message I was waiting on has not arrived, regardless. What I'm going to do now is just get the assets ready, because I have to physically go to print shop, or I have to get the physical printouts of the images in order to make the crime board to record, which I completely forgot about. And because everything's closed in Florida on a Sunday anyways, I wouldn't have been able to get it done. So, not to make excuses, because I would have spent the time on the script anyways. Now, I'm just going to get that ready before I go to bed, and tomorrow, I guess I'll be recording on Monday. Something I think I've done before. I think I've recorded one of the videos on Monday. It might have been the TJR one. It was around day 30, which is crazy to say now. It's the We Are So Back video, I think. But regardless, I am going to get that going. And I have my client meetings tomorrow. I'm not, of course, waking up super early because I'm already up. And I'll probably go to bed, I don't know what time today. However, all of that means, I don't know. There's something I wanted to talk about, which I guess I'll take the opportunity to do now, which is sometimes everything that I have going on feels very fast, but then also very stagnant at the same time. And just bear with me, the lights are coming on in a second. To give you an example of what I even mean by that, I think it's important to understand last week. So on Sunday of last week, I uploaded, and yeah, it wasn't a good idea to not get the lights on before I did this. Hold on. So last week on Sunday, I uploaded the Rob the Bank main channel video, and there was a bunch of traffic and all this stuff that came from it, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. The video peaked at around 4,000 views now. It's still gaining views. It's ranking on SEO, which to me signals that it did the total amount of views that it could realistically do. Now, it wasn't a 10 out of 10 execution. I'd call it maybe a 7.5 or an 8, but that extra 2.5 wouldn't have taken the views much further. Now, that being said, what is important, and I wanted to talk about, is I upload that video, I have a whole bunch of people follow me, and then immediately my mind goes to, fuck, I've got so much going on now. I've got these people I need to outreach to, which by the way, I have not sent any outreach. I've got these client videos going on, and I need to get this Tate video ready ASAP, because on Friday of this week, I'm going back to Canada for the weekend, and on Monday I have my client meetings, and I've got all this stuff to do. Then, as I go through the week, I spend Monday doing the meetings, whatever, working. Tuesday, I think, was a mad day. Wednesday and Thursday, it didn't feel like I did jack all. I just, did client videos, but not even that, because my clients hadn't recorded, so I did a lot of my work on the weekend for clients, or Saturday, yesterday, which was crazy to me, because how can I feel so busy and not busy at the same time? And how do I navigate it? Is it a sign? And sorry, this is why simplification is such an important thing in business. And it's something that I need to sit down and really think about, because here's kind of the way it works. Simplification allows you to allocate more resources to any of the variables just because there are less of them, which will lead to a higher yield as a result of that. So when you think about your business and you have ultimately times where you're going to be overwhelmed, the less variables that you have, and there's a whole bunch of other ways you can apply this philosophy, but the less variables you have, particularly when it comes to stress, the easier it is to solve these problems because it all feels more directed. And for me, I have too much fuckery going on. The stress that I think that I deal with, which for context isn't that bad. Like I enjoy entrepreneurship, and trust me, I've dealt with a lot worse. If we take it all the way back to about 2 years ago from now. But the stress that I encounter isn't necessarily from any of the work. It's from the different sources of the work. And that really bothers me because I know, and I have to start thinking of these domino statements more. I know that as much as I have a lot of things going on and I care about each of them, if I want any of them to succeed, sacrifice needs to be made. And I've proven to myself that I can be uber consistent with this series, and I think it's pretty low drag and low burden. But my thinking right now is that this could be something on the chopping block, because what does it actually serve me? Now, I think the future vision and all of this is good, and I'm literally using it as therapy and habit, if you watched the video yesterday, or even what I'm doing now. So maybe not this, but I think about like the business channel. It's like, do I really need to make those videos? Or I think about the outreach, and I'm like, do I really need to do outreach? And am I making the amount of things that I'm doing too much? Because I always go to the domino statement of, if my job was literally no client videos, no this, no that, just to make my documentaries, how fucking good would they? They would be so good. They would be 10 times better. I'd be an editing maestro, and I would just be so much further ahead in that aspect, which will exponentially compound and have pour-overs. But is that pour-over something I want without the business channel and without the agency? And it's just a tough one. I want to do a little bit of writing on this to kind of come back to you and give you an answer, but that's kind of the problem I'm facing with this right now. It's Sunday, so I have time to think. I'm waiting for this video to export and upload, so I've got the time, and then beyond that, just gonna head to bed. I've got a client video that I am going to get ready, and yeah, that will be all for tomorrow.